This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Welcome back, Raw. Welcome back. I am back from Houston, Texas, but we'll get into that. Let me start y'all out with the positive vibes of the day. As soon as I could get to my music, I will give y'all the good song for the day because it's gonna be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be
Good morning, Francella. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
I think there's a reason.
Hey.
Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high.
Other times I'm barely breathing, yo.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts are
poison the ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds.
Come on over to Coffee with Friends. Link in the bio, y'all. YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Positive vibes are overtaken. One day at a time, that's how you operate. Hey, Chop. Hey, Angel. A foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head
like a narration.
Don't expect greatness through my best, man. I take it. Hey, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be okay, heart. Let's come on over. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Bite me, ghost. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, welcome back to New Jersey. I do ultimately miss my Houston family. It is always a pleasure going to Houston. It really, really is. This time, every experience is different. And I tell you, I never leave Houston without a story to tell, right? And I'm not going to tell the stories, but there was one interesting thing that did happen to me while I was in. Wait, I got to see if the picture saved. Good morning, Stacy. You heading out to Houston. Ghost, this is Stacy. Stacy heading out to Houston on Monday. So, y'all can link up. Stacy meet Ghost, Ghost meet Stacy. This is Coffee with Friends. So even when we don't meet each other in person, we are a family, right? We try to take care of each other. Now, I can't promise that Ghost will be around at all times, Stacy, because Ghost works and his schedule is flexible. I mean, not flexible, unpredictable is what I should have said, right? But if you guys can link up, hang, introduce her to the Coffee with Friends family, that would be cool. All right. I would really appreciate that because this is how we keep the village together. We help each other out. We support each other. Stacy is actually looking for places there, right? Just sticking her head out to see what Texas looks like in the Galleria area. I explained that my girlfriend Cheryl Lee, who was also in Texas with us, her daughter lives in the Galleria area, and there's so many walkable areas around that location, Stacy. Actually, Debbie, who's not on here right now, but when she gets on here, she'll chime in if she's able to get on here this morning because I know she's working. But she also mentioned some other areas that are surrounding the Galleria, which are nice places that you can look, and they're walkable places, right? And so it's good to know people that live there because they can help you navigate and figure out what works best for you. All right. And so being that Stacy is coming from New York City, New York City, New York City. Okay, where you can come the fuck outside and get anywhere you want to go without moving your car. And so these are the areas that Stacy is looking into for relocation, right? She wants the same walkable ability or similar as New York until possibly she gets a car or not, because not everybody wants to drive, right? Okay, we got areas coming in, Stacy. We got Sugarland, Fresno, Pearland. All those areas are around the Galleria area, Ghost. Because this is what we do on this show. We help each other out. Okay? We help each other out. I love it. Okay? Now, while I was away, I was unable to read the positive stuff, because the positive, words of the day, because I forgot my book and I didn't take pictures of the daily reads while I was there. Good morning, M1K3. Good morning. Good morning, Jason. Hey, Houston, Texas in the house. I just came from Houston, Texas. Oh, Ghost said not around the Galleria, outside city limits, because Houston itself is crowded. She's looking specifically around the Galleria area, right? And I know Debbie yesterday mentioned some other areas that's near the Galleria area. And maybe those are the same locations. I don't know, because I don't know Texas. I just come there. And so she's hitting the ground on Monday. And so, good luck, Stacy. I hope you find something. I hope you have a great experience while you're there. I love it there. I do. I love it there. All right. And so, welcome back. Let me tell you something about Texas real quick. I mean, it touches me every time. Yes, it's your favorite day, Azzhole Day. Good morning, Shirley. Glad to see you made it home safely. So everyone made it home safely from Texas. It was a beautiful experience. And you know what? When we get together, right? It's just a reminder that we are all healing. Like I say it all the time. Good morning, Deb. There she go. I say it all the time. We are all healing. I have said to Debbie and Fancy multiple times this weekend, I'm healing. I'm not healed. I'm healing. I am not healed. Because although I sit in front of this microphone and I give my opinions and my perspectives and I share my life experiences, some people may look at me like I should handle situations better than. And I'm still healing. So there's some situations that I'm not ready to deal with in a more mature way. And I know that I'm working on myself. I still have areas that I need to work on. And that's okay. That's a part of being human. That's a part of being human. Okay. But you know what? That means that you are open to growth. Hey, Heartless, Keita. Keita done moved off of TikTok and onto YouTube. Who else coming over here? West Houston. Where's West Houston? Someone on TikTok, Jason, say he lives in West Houston. I don't know. West Houston, you got to give me a town. I need to know a town. So what did Nut make for dinner last night? Did she make that plate fancy scent? She made spaghetti with some meat sauce, and she made some chicken. What else she made? I know Fancy sent a plate with a bunch of mixy up stuff, and it looked good. Remember, no, I got to talk about that for a minute. Okay, I need to talk about that for a minute. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I sometimes get upset, right? And I express it on this platform because I'm very passionate about this platform, y'all. Like, I be serious when I say I really don't be having no money sometime, right? But I make whatever I say I'm going to make happen. If I say I'm going to the rodeo, I'm going to the rodeo. If I say I'm going to do something with this platform, I'm going to do it one way or another. And so I work hard. I move a lot of shit around to keep this platform abreast. I don't have no business loans. I don't have nothing. I manage all of this on my own. I do not monetize off of this platform. All right. So when I choose to get up and come to your city and hang with you and create events and give out gifts that I'm paying for, give out gifts and stuff like that, you know, it hurts my feelings sometimes when we can't all get together and act right. Now, I know human nature steps in, but the act, it's not just the point that we don't act right, right? It's the point that you don't check yourself in the middle of your not acting right. And you refocus and bring yourself back to the point that this is bigger than you, right? So if you have a moment, if you fuck up your life, if you have a down moment, a slick back, you do not bring the energy to Coffee with Friends in a negative way. What Coffee with Friends is about coming to us and saying, damn, I'm having a bad moment. This is what the fuck I did. And we're going to be there and we're going to listen to it. But if you do some fuck shit and you try to act like you ain't do no fuck shit and you lie about it, then we're going to look at you and be like, Good morning, Valerie. This is what it's about. So yes, I was disappointed about a few things that happened over the weekend, but this is what families go through. So I took this as a family issue, right? The chosen family had an issue, right? And I went the fuck off because I said, I didn't pay $370 to get on a plane and fly the fuck round trip, drag my ass all the way to Houston for motherfuckers to act up. And so I did. I went off on the podcast because I be in my feelings sometimes. Like, y'all be hurting my feelings. Right? And I'm also the type of person that if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to directly go to them and be like, that shit you did was whack. And I did that. Nobody needs to know who. But I did that. So on the live, which was so fucking funny, is I'm going to fuck off because I was so aggravated, right? Because I'm leaving the next day and motherfuckers are starting to act stupid. Debbie has rules in her house. What are the rules, Debbie? What are the rules? No vaping. This is not weed. This is just a vape, cool mint, no nicotine, no tobacco. It don't even have a scent. No vaping in her house. No smoking cigarettes in her house. No extra recreational activities in her house outside of drinking. I respect that. Okay? Well, when we were on this live and we were going to fuck off, Ghost was on the live with me. Valerie was there also on the panel. Ghost said, Robin, hit your vape because I was going off. I said, I can't do that in the house. Y'all not going to get me put the fuck out. Y'all not going to have Debbie evicting me. I got a whole room here. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I said, I can't do that in here. And he kept pointing to the screen. And I was like, this motherfucker trying to get me put the fuck out. We are live. I looked at the screen and it said, from Debbie, go ahead and hit your vape. I was like, what? Debbie gave me permission to hit the vape. Baby, I needed it, y'all. Okay. So Debbie, I appreciate that. I do. Right. She gave me permission to hit the vape in the house because I was like, I gotta go all the way outside, around the backyard, in the back, and sit at the cabin. I'm just saying. Right. And so respecting someone's house is a big deal, right? And I try to do that to the best of my ability. Okay. The second magnificent thing that happened while we were in Houston was the rodeo, right? We went to the rodeo, guys. Good morning, Mob or Mo. We went to the rodeo, right? We couldn't get into the rodeo concert because even though I wanted $20 tickets, all the seats were sold out. I didn't really want to see Lainey Wilson, although give Lainey Wilson her flowers, right? Because she's a good artist, right? But it's just not my cup of tea. And so I didn't want to spend $200 to see Lainey Wilson. I said I would take $20 for a concert ticket just so that I could see the rodeo part, like the bull riding, the roping and shit like that. The wild horses or whatever, the bucking horses or whatever they call them. But we couldn't get in that bitch because it was sold out. So what we did was we went and we enjoyed the carnival. And baby, the ladies were lit. Did you see our shirts? Did you see them? It said all you could do is, and on the sleeve, it said Coffee with Friends 2024. It did. And so everybody had a shirt. All the ladies had a shirt. The guys had a shirt, but only the ladies ended up at the rodeo initially. And then Smokey met us there, which leads me to say, thank you, Smokey. I know I thanked you. This is about the third time that I thanked you, but thank you for taking the time. Good morning, AFC South. Thank you for taking the time to make those shirts. All you could do is, right? ... And if somebody come up to you and say, all you could do is ... What does that mean? Scratch my ass. All you can do is get the fuck out my face. All you can do is stop lying. All you can do is stop letting the drugs do you and instead you do the drugs. It could be anything you want it to be. All you got to do is. But the other aspect to all you could do is mind your business, because all you could do is not a all you could do is for everybody, right? And sometimes we have to take that into account. Mental illness is real, and I find that statement can go either way. All you could do is eat my ass, or all you could do is mind your business. Because I remember when I was taking business stat, and my son came over because I hate math. And my son came over and he was trying to teach me this math shit. Yes, my son. He's 40 years old. But at the time, he was in his 20s. And he was like, Ma, everything starts with the basis of algebra. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Stop it. I can't do letters and numbers. Now, I'm a very smart girl. I have my master's degree, but I never said I was a mathematician. Okay? And my son would be like, all you got to do is, and I cussed him out. I did. Stop telling me the fuck all I got to do is. I don't fucking understand it. I was so mad because all you can do is, it's not all you could do is for everybody. And we have to remember that. Right? So that phrase has, it could go either way. All you could do is live, like you said, do it. All you can do is live. That's a good one. But then what about the people who struggle in life, have mental illness? It's not as simple as all you can do is try again tomorrow. All you can do is continue to heal. All you can do is apologize to yourself. All you could do is move forward in life. Right? There's all kinds of messages that can come from that. Well, touring the AFC South, math is your thing, and that your career speaks to that, right? Because you're in banking. I would never be in banking. I would never be a loan officer or a teller because I don't fucks with money, counting and shit like that. And I fucks with my own money, but that's not my cup of tea. Good morning, mother. Good morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and you need that shirt. All you could do is. I know you do. I don't know if he's selling them. And if they sell a shirt, now I just want to say this. I don't have do I have a let me see if I can pull a shirt out. 1 second. Okay, I had one shirt because there was 2 extra shirts. So somebody must not have taken their shirt. But this is what the shirt says. All you gotta do is, that's the number 2. All you got to do is ... Now, this is what the shirt is. Nothing is on the back, but you could put anything you want on the back, or you could just respond with your mouth. When somebody says, all you got to do is what? But for the Coffee with Friends edition, Smokey had this done. He did this Coffee with Friends Rodeo 2024, and he put the horse on a sleeve. Okay. And so I don't know. I think Smokey is going to be selling these shirts, but it will not have this on it. Okay. You will not get Coffee with Friends Rodeo 2024 on it because no one else can sell my brand. But I believe that he might have an order form for these shirts, but it will not have anything related to Coffee with Friends on it, right? Because I am the only one that can sell Coffee with Friends paraphernalia. But if you want one, when Smokey joins a live either today or another day, right? You can certainly ask him how to order these shirts, all right? So the girls look great. Now the thing is that we had to be creative with the shirt, and that's where Valerie Wallace came in, okay? That's where Valerie Wallace came in. Valerie made sure that we maintain the rules in place. I need my fan. Oh God, my fan is dead. My fan is dead. Does this shit fit now? Something gotta heat my fan up, y'all. 1 second. Does this cord work? Nope. That cord don't work, y'all. Oh no. I'm hot. And my fan is dead. So I gotta deal with it. So that gets back to Valerie Wallace, right? I had a hot flash, so it distracted me a little bit, right? But Miss Valerie Wallace, let me tell you something. We had a topic, and one of the topics was, what is a perk? And Valerie showed us what the fuck a perk was. We're driving around trying to get to the rodeo, and traffic was extremely crowded. It was a lot of people trying to get to the rodeo. Good morning, Mississippi. A lot of people were trying to get to the rodeo, and we were stuck in traffic, okay? And we're trying to find parking, and we're just very unsuccessful. And we were coming up on a parking lot that said passes, special passes only, or some shit like that. And Debbie was like, well, Val, can you flash your badge? Because Val is a retired New York State correction officer. and she carries her badge with her at all times. And so she said, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we get in, we turn into this parking lot, and Val's like, excuse me, sir, excuse me, officer. And she flashes her badge and she's like, my name is Officer Valerie Wallace. I'm an officer retired from New York State. We're here trying to go to the rodeo. We've been driving a really long time. Can you extend us a courtesy, please, to park in that parking lot, like right on the rodeo grounds? He said, pull up and speak to the next officer up there. We pull up and she goes through it all over again. Hi, officer. My name is Officer Valerie Wallace. I'm from New York State. I'm retired. We've been driving around. Can you extend us a courtesy? And he tried to joke with her. He was like, no, we don't deal with New York State. We don't this, we don't that, or whatever. And then he was like, go ahead and drive around my chair and go in. Yeah! That's a perk. Valerie drove right into the parking lot on the rodeo grounds where special passes were needed. But all she did was flash her badge. This is what I'm talking about. When you traveling with the po-po. You know when we say we don't like po-po, but then your friends are po-po, you be like, I like you though. So yes, for Valerie Wallace for getting us right into the grounds of the rodeo where we didn't have to walk miles and miles and miles and miles to get back to the car. That's a motherfucking perk. When you rolling with people that can get you in places. You know? And then I don't be telling people that Val is the ex-popo. Because, my friends be like, don't be bringing no popo around here. And I'll be like, ooh, Val. But she said she's a cool popo. Okay? She said she's a cool popo. And the crazy thing is, as our shit expands, you never know who else gonna come in with badges and shit. But we like our friends' popos. Okay. Then Chalk, you are not in our group chat, right? Because I don't remember your name or don't know your name on IG. And so I have a whole group chat going for Coffee with Friends Rodeo, right? Well, I had. And I took the time to thank everyone in that chat that made this possible. And Chalk, I called out your name in there too, because you didn't know me from a hole in the wall. You met me one time on Dixie Street, where you gave me a hug, okay? And after that, you didn't even know you were indoctrinated into this family, okay? You showed up and out for us, Chalk. You came in, you participated with the shenanigans. You didn't come, oh, he don't do social media. Okay, you don't complain, right? You didn't complain one time. You just went with the flow. And you handled that smoked meat. Not only did you handle the smoked meat, you cooked the smoked meat. Now, you could have put some salt and pepper on it, but that's okay. You explained to us why you didn't season it because you were worried about people pressure, but we black. We black folk rub our shit down with some seasoning, put it in the smoker, smoke that shit. We will pop our high blood pressure pills and worry about it later. Don't worry about it. So next time we come down, Chalk, or next time I come down and some of the friends come down, which is Friendsgiving, if you want to bring some smoked meat to the house, rub that shit down with some seasoning. We ain't scared. We got our high blood pressure pills. Child. We black. We not white. We don't mind our pressure going up a little bit. We gonna take care of that shit. We need salt, pepper. Don't be saving our lives on no smoked meat. I'm just the fuck saying. But I appreciate the fact that you thought about that because I do have high blood pressure. But I be managing. My pressure stay good because I drink a lot of water behind that meat. I try. But you know what kills me? Black people will be like, I didn't want to put salt and pepper on your food because I'm worried about high blood pressure, and then take 26 shots during a game. And I'm like, wait, we were trying to avoid high blood pressure problems by not putting salt on the food. But we here drinking whole bottles of Douce, whole bottles of Bamboo, the rest of the bottle of Angel's Envy, and drank about 18 bottles of Stella Rosa. And we sitting here talking about don't put salt on the meat. I was like, hold up. What are we doing? We sure got things twisted. Okay? The math don't be mathing, Raw. It's all about balance. So just balance it out and put the salt on the meat. Because at this point, we done fucking up our liver. We fucking up our high blood pressure. We gonna worry about the shit tomorrow. We gonna worry about the shit tomorrow. Sorry, Miss EJ, we had all that going on in your daughter's house. She was trying not to play. She quit the next day. Some stories y'all not gonna get because some stories y'all got to be there to experience. But some of them stories were fucking funny. Fancy K should have got a trophy this weekend because she did a fancy. She did. So she need to get I gotta think of what kind of trophy or what kind of something to get Fancy because Fancy need to hold it at the next gathering. We're gonna find something that when Fancy get into her Fancy K mode, we're gonna just be like, hold this Fancy until you finish, right? I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something, okay? Because I'm gonna need you to hold this so that you recognize that you are in Fancy K mode and hold on to it until you fucking finish. Because let me tell you something. I need her to be aware that she is in Fancy K mode. Okay? Wait, touring the AFC South, baby. They really do need an AA meeting because the fuck. I know, Debbie. I know. I think I don't know. I'm gonna start watching Ghost because right, Debbie. He be drinking and drinking and drinking and never be drunk. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? See, I appreciate that's why Chalk and Hillbilly. You know why I say Chalk and Hillbilly? Because Hillbilly's the same way. He don't do social media, but he comes on this show and he participates. Okay? He participates. And I love that shit about Hillbilly. I do. And Chalk, you family. You are. You family. Thumbs up, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and read March 13th because this is where we're at. Who's texting me? Oh, okay. Valerie, don't Fancy. No, she should be holding something. We're gonna find something for her to hold when she going off because I need her to be aware and I need her to know we aware. So you gonna hold it while you're going off. I'm just gonna nicely walk over to her and just stick it in her hand. He was drinking. No, he couldn't sit around and talk. We were sitting at a table, looking face to face at each other. When we poured you a shot, we looking at you like this. You got to take your shot. As a matter of fact, we don't even move on to the next question until you take your shot. Hence, Valerie Wallace was in the corner, fucked up. One wine cooler, Brandilla, it ain't going down like that. You know, motherfuckers be trying to come to our coffee with friends shit talking about I don't really drink. Chicago tried that shit talking about he don't really drink. He took a bunch of shots that night. Don't play. March 13th. March is the month of, I forgot, because I feel like I've been going so long. Awareness. March is the month of awareness. Oh, what was the question I am Jacinta asked? Let me see. Was Ghost drinking, y'all? Or was he sitting around talking? I answered that one. He was drinking. He was definitely drinking. The fuck? Wait, Hillbilly, you said I don't drink, I gargle and it slips. It slipped down your throat, I bet. The fuck? We talked about you this weekend, Hillbilly, because we were really talking about them survival skills and shit. And people talking about you could take a match and light and create a fire. I said, no, niggas. See, y'all still trying to light fires with fire starters and matches and lighters and shit like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having true life skills, like being able to start a fire with nothing. No fire starter, no nothing. You got to go rub 2 tree stumps together or some shit to get a fire. I'm talking shit like that. March is the month of I forgot. Exactly. So March is the month of awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and read March 13th, month of awareness. I open my heart. This is from the book of Until Today by Ayan Levon's on. I read the fuck out of this book. That's why it's falling apart. Look, pages and shit. I'm telling you. I open my heart and mind to be aware that I may not always be aware of exactly what I am seeing. Can I read that again? Because it's talking to me and y'all. I open my heart and mind to be aware that I may not always be aware of exactly what I'm seeing. Today's message continues yesterday's theme regarding the deceptive intelligence. If you have made a decision about your life, the deceptive intelligence will use coulda, shoulda, woulda to make you doubt yourself. When these thoughts raise their ugly little heads in your mind, it is up to you to blast them out. Do not allow the deceptive intelligence to make you believe there is no blessing or lesson in being exactly where you are, doing exactly what you are doing. If you are in a situation you cannot get out of or looking at a situation you cannot get into, the deceptive intelligence is going to start singing to you. The songs will sound like, I could if, or I should have seen, or I should have said, or if only he would, she would, they would, then I could. The minute you hear the first note start humming your own tune, something like, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, or this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, right? Or ain't no stopping me now. We're on the move, right? Those are songs we should be singing. Start singing any tune that will drown out the deceptive voice that will lead you to believe you cannot get to where you are going. Be aware the deceptive intelligence is very smart. It will show you evidence, physical proof. It will use the people you love. Don't be fooled. You can have it. You can be it. You can do it. Italy. I could do it. As long as you do not get sucked into the web of deceptive intelligence, which will cause you to abandon your goals based on what you did or did not do yesterday. Don't let yesterday be the downfalls of tomorrow. Until today, you may not have recognized the songs, games, or tools of the deceptive intelligence. Just for today, sing an affirming song to yourself and stay focused on your goals. Today, I'm devoted to affirming, supporting, and staying focused on my goals. What does this mean to you? How many times have you said to yourself, I woulda, I shoulda, I coulda? How many of you guys have said that before to yourselves? How many? I know I myself have said I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Many a times. Many a times I wish I did. All right? But we can't focus on the past. I got a lot of woulda, shoulda, couldas. But when you get back into that woulda, shoulda, coulda mode, it brings a weight of regret, sorrow. It makes you second guess who you are. It makes you feel like you failed because you didn't do what you thought you could have done or should have done back then. It takes away from where you're going in your future. See, I have a lot of things that I could say I woulda, shoulda, and I used to say that shit all the time. But I truly believe that my life would not be where it is, no matter what it looks like, if it would have been done differently. And I like where I am. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have my own trials and tribulations, right? But this was the experience I was supposed to have. And I have to remind myself that ain't no stopping me now. I can keep going. And a lot of us need to be reminded of this. No matter what obstacles comes our way, we need to remind ourselves that we are still here and we can still go. And as long as we have breath, movement, there are opportunities out there that will bring themselves to you. If you look for them, they will fall right on your lap. I don't know. I'm navigating through this podcast community, baby. You don't know how many times I have written lists on my next steps, my goals, put my podcast on iHeart, put my podcast on all these other platforms. You know what I'm saying? And I delay, and I delay, and I delay, and I delay. Why? Because a part of me is afraid. A part of me is to commit to such such a broader audience, right? And being that I'm a one-man band, I be hesitant thinking I might not be able to keep up with it. But guess what? It's still a goal of mine. These fears, I'm going to conquer them, right? Because this book today said, don't worry about what you shoulda, coulda did. Remind yourself there ain't no stopping you now. You know, it's okay to put yourself out there and not be successful on the first go round. It's okay. I'm still trying to get my YouTubes up to 1,000. And in the beginning, it was discouraging when I was like 1 follower, 2 follower. I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to make even 50 subscribers. And you know what? I got to the point where I got past that thought. And I said, let's not make this about people following you. Let's not make this about people supporting you. Make this about your goal and the focus of what and why you are doing it. And remind yourself to keep going. As long as it's married up to your goal, people will come. And that's when I said to myself, you know what? I don't want thousands and millions of followers that are just there to see me sing and dance around. I want followers that are engaged and wanting to do better, be better, that want to grow. Understanding that I am not a licensed therapist nor a certified life coach, but I am here living my life out loud. And we do have certified therapists and certified life coaches on this show that can guide you to getting whatever other assistance that you need. We also have on this show professionals that work in the foster care program with children, child services and stuff like that. So if you have a need, this is what Coffee with Friends is about. Building a community, a community of people that can lend each other some advice, some guidance. That's what this is about. It's not about just building a group of people to pay for trips, pay for merchandise. That's not what we're talking about. That's the extra shit. That's the shit that comes with it. Right? But we're talking about growing, not regretting our life, being aware of the things that we see. And even when things are not going the way we want them to go, or think we need them to go, still walking in that purpose and not giving up is what we should be doing, right? Cheryl Lee said, I love the quote, you never fail, you learn lessons. I love that. Yes, Keita, I am engaged. And I'm so loyal, Keita, to Coffee with Friends that they get on my nerves sometimes. It hurt my feelings. And I cuss them out. But that's what family is about. And that's why I appreciate the people in Coffee with Friends. Because, I have told off a couple of people on this platform. I have. And they still show up. You know why? Because it's about being accountable for who you are. And if we are surrounding you and we tell you we love you, then we are not going to coddle you. We are going to hold you accountable, because you know why? We want you to be the best you. We want you to be the best you. Okay? Seriously. I don't know how many people I inspire. People tell me that I inspire them, and I appreciate that. But many people on this show inspire me as well. They inspire me to do more, be more, check the boxes on the experiences that I want to have, right? Things that I would never think of, because not only do we have therapists and life coach on here, we have people that are world travelers, right? That'll get me into wanting to go places and explore and dive into different cultures, right? Something that I would not have done before Coffee with Friends. Something I would not have done. Oh, my battery is dying. Y'all, my TikTok hit 15K today. 15K followers. Wow. I was just saying it took me a long time to get 1,000, but I'm up to 15K. But you see what being consistent, like some people like Nut jumped on here and said, well, it took you a long time to get 1,000 followers. I had 1,000 followers in a month. I was like, what? It took me I swear it must have took me 4 or 5 months of jumping around on TikTok before I got 1,000 followers. But once I got 1,000 followers and I was able to go live, it went up. So I got 15K followers now on TikTok. And you know me, I'm greedy. So I would love to see 20K. I would love to see 1 million followers on TikTok. That would be a milestone. I don't know how many followers I need to get before TikTok. I think it's the views. It's not even the followers. So I need to get my views consistently up in the 20, 30Ks and shit like that, so that TikTok can start recognizing me and putting some ads behind my shit. But I appreciate y'all. All right. And so that was our read for today. Now, today is question and opinion day. Can your live stream be as long on TikTok? Yeah, I just ended my TikTok just now, and I was on it at 7:30. I just ended it. Yeah, so 3 hours I was on there. Yeah. So today is question and opinion day, and I have to go to work. I have to log into work, but I am already logged in, but you don't have to pay attention to work. But I have a question. And I started this question on TikTok, but I want to see what my Coffee with Friends family have to say. There was some people on Coffee with Friends family that was already on TikTok, so y'all are going to hear it again. One second. Okay. This is the question. If your significant other's friend jumps in your DM and flirts with you, will you address it directly with him or will you tell your partner? It was amazing what some people said. If your significant other's friend jumps in your DM and flirts, will you address it or will, oh, I didn't go to, wait, I gotta go. Answer that, y'all. I'm still following. Hey, Gary Spence. You said government is shutting down TikTok today? Oh my God. No, they not, Gary. Don't say that. So the government is shutting down TikTok today. So we might not have TikTok going forward. Is that what we saying? I didn't have my Facebook on live, on public, so y'all couldn't see Gary's response. But now you can see it. Government is shutting down TikTok today. Really? Hillbilly said yes, both. Shirley said both. Okay, so Shirley and Hillbilly said I would shut it down. I would address it directly, and I would tell my partner. Johnny Leon said it depends on what kind of friend. Explain, Johnny. So if this guy jumped in the inbox with your wife and started flirting with her, and it's a friend of yours, do you expect your wife to just address it with him and not say anything to you? Or do you want her to say something to you? That's what I'm asking. Okay. Debbie said she would handle it herself. And if the partner stepped out of box again, she would make her partner aware. Keep coming. Who else? Before I chime the fuck in. Y'all said I've had that issue before. I didn't tell my guy because his boy respected my no. No need to cause drama because I was fine and knew it was inevitable. Okay? Good morning, Smokey. Good morning. The question on the board is, if your significant other's friend jumps in your DM and flirts, will you address it or will you tell your partner? Chalk says, say something to me. Okay, so Ghost earlier today on TikTok says, say something to me. Chalk says, say something to me. Y'all said, address it. Y'all and Debbie said, address it directly and hope it never happens again. All right? Oh, and Debbie said she would also make her partner aware. Y'all to saying she wouldn't initially tell her partner, in hopes that it doesn't happen again. All right. Ghost, you already know how I feel about that. Yes. Tell me they in your inbox. All right. Well, the friendship will be done. Well, Valerie, if a woman jumped in your significant other's inbox, say I jumped into your boo's inbox and flirted with her, what would you say to me? Say something to me so I can address it. Okay, my wife shouldn't tell me because she knows how I would handle it. Okay, keep them coming. Let me know when y'all done so I could chime the fuck in. Come on. Johnny said the wife need to handle it. Y'all said, but guys, what would you do if a woman's friend did? Yeah, come on, y'all, because that's the second part. What would you do if one of her women friends jumped in the box? Okay, I'm putting up the link. I don't always put up the link no more because, y'all been acting shy lately. And that's okay. I got enough energy to talk for all of us. The fuck? Okay? Ghost said, don't not tell me. Because then I'm going to think you actually talking to them behind my back. You just as dirty as him. Come on, y'all. Jump in my inbox and I'm telling because she's not your friend. Yes, Ghost. How many other men? Fellas, speak up. If a woman, if your woman's friend jumped in your inbox, are you going to tell your woman? Y'all, good point. Ghost said, that's exactly why I didn't say shit, because either way, he gonna think I'm smashing. Women can't win for losing. Chalk said, if one of her friends was to do that to me, I would say something to her. Smokey says she gets addressed just like everybody else, but would you tell your significant other that her friend jumped in your inbox? Because, see, I got trust issues because circle fuck hoe ex done fucked the circle friend. And so now I feel like, bitch, tell me. Fucking tell me. But neither one of them was going to tell me because they were really smashing. Go said, nah, if you tell me and show me in capital, the message is we are good. Okay. If my wife's good friend, I'll tell my wife. And if it becomes she just knows I can handle it myself. Well, Shirley, bingo, that ain't your fucking friend. Not one person said that on here. Shirley said it though. Valerie said, I would check the person. I put the guest link up there. Ain't nobody jumped on. Y'all said, Cheryl Lee, I didn't disclose also because my guy was already suspected of his friend. He knew he wasn't ish. Smokey said, yes, I sure would because that could cause issues with my significant other. And it could. Because if you don't tell me, now I'm going to give my answer. This is my answer. All right, I'm going to let Val speak and then I'll give my answer because you know I'm winded. Debbie said, let's be real. That's not even a friend if they know you're in a relationship with a person and they will try the low. That ain't no real friend. Good morning, Val.
Hi y'all. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all this happened to me. I'm just gonna tell y'all the story. Okay. I was dating this girl, right? She came to Buffalo to see me. Now, when I had started my business, right, I'm in like some networking groups here in Buffalo. One is called Women in the Spotlight Going Global. So it's a bunch of like-minded professional women, entrepreneurs, own businesses, you know. So we all get together and go to events and certain things because I'm in the group. So when my girlfriend at the time came, we went to the skating rink. Okay, so we go to the skating rink. I'm saying hi, talking to people. Me and her just doing our thing, vibing. So the one girl comes over, and of course I'm introduce her to my girlfriend or whatever. And we all just talking. And mind you, I only knew this girl only from seeing her in appearances at these groups. Okay, so about a week later. Now, mind you, me and the girl was Facebook friends, right? So we're all Facebook friends, me, my girlfriend, and the girl's a Facebook friend. And I seen how the girl will be liking on certain stuff when I post pictures of me and my girlfriend, this and that. But I don't really know the girl personally, just through the group. So about a week or two later, let's say, I'm down in Mayapack visiting my girlfriend, right? She's like, who is this person? This person sent me a friend request. And I'm like, who? So she automatically thought it was somebody that knew me because she didn't know the person. So when she showed me, it was the girl that I barely know, only been around maybe 2 or 3 other times, just high and by, basic speaking, talking in the group, like when I would go to events. And I had got the vibe that the girl might have been a little, that she probably liked women too. I had got that vibe from her. But she sent my girlfriend a friend request. And me and her is not even really good friends.
So how did you address
it? So I checked her. I called her. Yes. Yep. I had her number. Yep. Yep. I got her number. I think I had to get her number or something. But I know I spoke to her on that. And I wind up blocking her. But when I spoke to her, I told her, I went off. I said, how dare you? I said, that's so disrespectful. You don't even really know me. I said, that's so disrespectful. And I said, and my girlfriend feels that it was disrespectful. She doesn't appreciate it. So why would you do that? I said, that's foul. That's fucked up. And I told her, I'm not fucking with you no more. I told her. And I blocked her.
Wow.
And that's that. And that's it, y'all.
Wow.
But that was messed up.
I never had to
He was trying to
approach.
get with my girlfriend.
I never had to approach a friend, but I wish to God I was able to approach that girl with the Circle X hoe. She been running for years now, and I cannot lay eyes on her. And she live right here in New Jersey because that is the one thing that is. And I don't like to fight, but that is
Mm-hmm.
the one thing. And I don't just go around poking people, but that is the one thing you might get poked for because I already have trust issues. Don't come in here
Yeah.
acting like my friend, trying to lick my man's meat. That is like the biggest no for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost said when I walk up and slide him, he's going to know why. You caught me off guard and now I'm catching you off guard. Ghost, you and them big ass hands always ready to slap fire out of somebody. He always ready to slap fire out of somebody. Right. He's trying to unalive them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I don't know. It's people be moving funny. It'd be some foul shit. And I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that. Because how dare you go behind my back? And what if my girlfriend would have been with it? Like,
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? And it
Yeah.
just would have been going on without me knowing.
Like me.
I mean, just a whole lot of fuckery. I don't like the fuckery.
Yeah.
That's it with me. I'm straight up and down. I'm cool as hell. I don't like the fuckery.
Me neither.
I can't do the fuckery. I'm
Me
sorry.
neither. I can't either.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's why they say like the realest people have fewest of friends or whatever.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
You got to know your friends, right, in your circle and know that they
Mhm.
respect you. Because right there, that's a sign that people you calling your friends, they really don't respect you. And so that's why I say we use the term friendship so easy because everybody that's in your circle that say they love you is not friends.
Yep. And you know what? The thing about it, like I could expose a whole lot of people. It'd be a whole lot of guys in my inbox. It'd be people like people that I'm friends with whose husbands will send me a friend request after they see my picture or something like that. I won't accept them. I don't do that. That's the fuckery. I'm not grimy. I'm not pressed for no dick. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. So it'd be a lot of like this one guy. He's in a fraternity because when I went to Buff State, I became a part of the Mega Psi Phi fraternity as a QE, which is like their baby sisters, a QET, they call it, right? Um, so I know a lot of Qs, and this one guy was in my inbox. This was his anniversary day. He posts all these love affirmations to his wife, pictures of them. But he's in my inbox saying he wish he could be with me on this day. Like, I wish I was with you. Come on now. How do you think I look at him? You know, I look at him differently. I see it. Some shit I just don't even read. Some stuff I just delete. But I just look at it and be like,
Listen, there was this
you
whole
know,
guy in Virginia
I'm not grinding at
about a
all. You
year
ain't got to worry about me.
about a year and a half ago. There was this guy. He lives in Virginia, and he was trying to convince me to come see him, hang with him, and all this stuff. He owns a cigar business.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, cool. When I come to visit Sandra Brooks, who lives out there, I said, when I come out there, I'll check for you or whatever the case may be. But baby, you know how Instagram be like people you know or whatever the case may be. People you know popped up, and it was his other page, but this
Mm-hmm.
page had him and his wife on it. And I said, hold up. This motherfucker home married. You were getting ready to have me in Virginia looking stupid and having bitches roll up on me, right? And so I stopped communicating with him. And being that I don't know his wife, I didn't owe her an obligation to say anything to her. But what I do now is, and what I've been doing since then is every time he posts a picture with him and his wife, because every now and again he still heart my pictures, I always go on there and put hearts on him and his pictures with his wife.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
And
tell you.
I
Mm-hmm.
see your ass. I see you got another page out here. Hi, I see you and your wife. Y'all look beautiful together. Stop
Mm-hmm.
fucking being out here playing. This is why we talked about over the weekend how social media lends to the demise in a lot of these relationships because it has
Sure
such a
do.
far reach.
Mm-hmm. I got another story to tell y'all too. All right. So it was me, Felicia, Charlene, some of my Charlotte
I'm
best
in
friends,
therapy,
right?
y'all. That's not going to unpack. That's the thing. People think once you go through an experience that there's a time frame that you should forget that experience. And I know some people are saying, oh, that circle fuck whole shit happened 8, 9 years ago and you should be over it. That's the same thing as telling somebody they lost a parent and they still mourning 10 years later. You cannot put a mourn time frame on somebody else. You cannot put a healing time frame on somebody else based on the experiences that they've had. And yes, I know that I've got deeper issues where that comes from. And so that's why I'm in therapy. And so I'm still unpacking that. Like I still in my current relationships be like, motherfucker, don't play with my friends. In my head, I don't say that to him, but in my head, I be thinking that because I know that that's a trauma that I'm still trying to shake. That is something that I'm working on. I told y'all I got trust issues. I do. I have big fucking trust issues with a lot of people, everybody. It's not just men, it's my friends too. So when I build friendships, it's important to me that you show yourself authentically, organically, so that I know that I could trust you.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, I agree. Right. I agree. So I'm gonna tell you another story. And I can't really see the comments. Y'all know I wear glasses, so I can't see and I can't enlarge them. So if anybody does say anything to me or ask a question. But it was me and some of my Charlotte friends. We went on vacation one summer, right? And we went to, I don't know if we was in Riviera Maya or if we were in St. Lucia. I don't remember, but I just know our rooms had swim up pools. And I'm gonna tell y'all why that's important in the story. So we're hanging out one day by the bar. You know, we're about to go somewhere else on the resort, but we stopped at the bar to take pigs, have some drinks, toast it up or whatever. So it's people around hanging out, guys, a couple of guys. So this guy approached me. He's like, oh, well, what are you drinking? I'm going to have what you're drinking. So he took a shot of whatever I was drinking. I said, well, what are you drinking? I'm just being cool because I'm cool. What you drinking? I'm going to have a shot of what you drinking then because I vibe like that with everybody, you know. I never meet a stranger. So we talking. So now he want to get with me. He's trying to get with me. He want to know what room, like what, where's my room or whatever. He trying to get with me. So he wanted to exchange. No, I wanted his number. I said, well, give me your number. Let me have your number. So when I go to put his number in, I said, I'm gonna call it. You know how somebody give you their number, and you call it right away and it ring to their phone, say, hey, your number. It didn't ring. I said, well, why it didn't ring? What number is this? Yeah, that was sign number one, and he was trying to play me, but I still didn't get it. So I don't know what he said about the number or whatever. So we should be, because the thing about it, how we clicked was, he lives in Texas, but he's like a Marine guy, but he's like a sheriff deputy type of guy too, like a big guy in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. So I told him, oh, well, I'm a correctional officer. So we started bonding on that. All right. So he wants to get with me. He wants to go back to the room and fuck. He told me that, y'all. He wanted to do that. And I was like, nah, with my girls, I'm not doing that. No. So I sent him a Facebook friend request, right? He accepted it.
New y'all. Go ahead. He accepted it.
So now he goes off. I said, well, what you about to do? You just gonna hang and try and do you or whatever? So he goes off to do what he wants to do, I guess. So me and my friends, we just sitting there talking. That very next morning, I see the picture on his Facebook page of a picture of the wife in the swim up pool. The wife was on the resort with him. He was, I guess maybe she was asleep, but he was
Y'all were all in the same resort?
Yes. So had I played myself, and what if I would have went for it, even though I don't do stuff like that, but what if I would have screwed him? He would have played me that next day if I would have seen him and the wife together, like he didn't even know me. He was just out trying to score, like trying to get some, I guess. I don't know, maybe if it was,
You can't even trust niggas on vacation. They be having this.
The wife was there. When I saw that picture, I was like, look, y'all, his wife is here on the same resort.
So you would have went and smashed. And how many other women he probably going around smashing at the resort where his wife is there?
I don't know, but he didn't get this one. He didn't get Valerie Wallace. He didn't get me.
That's like when we were in Kukulkan.
I was so glad too.
Remember the guy that tried to take?
It pays to be a good girl, y'all. It pays to be a good girl. Shit.
Remember the guy who was trying to get my room val in Kukulkan here? And he texted me after
followed you around.
He was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm thinking I could stop by your room for a little while. That's what he texted me. I was like, I'm thinking not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do
those guys. They had a good time with us.
We had a great time. But let me tell you the authenticity of people. right? We exchanged numbers and everything. And you know, the guy who wanted to fuck me, he never reached out again. I got his number. He never reached out again. That told me that he just wanted to fuck. But
Yeah,
his
he just wanted to get it on there.
but the cousin, you remember the tall, dark one?
Yep.
Keith, he reached out. He comments on my shit or whatever. And I even said, Keith, are you guys coming to our next trip next year? The other one that wanted to fuck me didn't answer. That's why I say some people are not in it for anything else but something physical. He wanted to go away on vacation and smash something.
Because, you know, that's what people do. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too, about Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. When I worked in corrections, right? It was a group of, like, you know how corrections have like an outside hospital division. So our outside hospital division, those officers, a lot of them were Spanish. They all used to go to DR all the time, all the time, all the time. Those guys who were even, you know, had spouses or significant others back here in New York or whatever, had women over there in Punta Cana. And one of the things too, I remember one of the girls telling me too, that like, when she would be getting a massage, she would have sex with the guy that was giving her the massage. Yeah. She'd be like, oh Lord, and you know, yeah, she told me like they used to get it in with the massage guys. And I'm like, no, stop. This is why.
Well, Val, Deb had a point. Maybe they had an understanding and they swing.
I don't know, but she said it just happened.
But you see, I'm gonna answer that, Deb. I have
massage man. I don't know.
I have friends, Deb, that are not swingers, but they're into polygamy, multiple relationships, right? Now, I have a girlfriend. If this happened to her and she was made aware that the wife was on premise, the next time she saw him, she would have said, and I know my girlfriend, she's real straight up. She'd have said, oh, I noticed your wife is here. Does your wife know that you are trying to sleep with me? Because if I decide to sleep with you, I need to get permission from your wife. That's how my girlfriend flow. She'd be like, if you are truly in an open relationship, then your wife should be aware that you're going to smash me.
And the wife is supposed to know.
That's where she gets her gauge. If he goes, then you know he full of shit. If he go, okay, let me go get my wife. We saw that right there in Maryland when that African man was trying to get Avia and the wife came outside and she said, yes, I'm with it. That's okay. Because the wife is aware. So at that point, if you decide to go smash with him, that's on your business. You're not doing nothing wrong. But the men that be trying and the women that be smashing these people on vacation and all of this stuff and keeping it from their men, that's the ratchet shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because I would have been a fool. I would have felt so, oh my God, I don't even know how I would have felt if I would have did that and ran and you know, so I'm thinking evidently whatever they were staying on the resort, it probably was way on the other side. Because you know how some of those resorts have a whole nother section on the other side. So they probably was way on the other side. So I'm thinking, okay, at night, probably when his wife is too tired to come out, he comes way on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. And he's still my Facebook friend. He never liked on anything, but he's still my Facebook friend and I'm still his. Yeah. And the wife is very established. She has like a salon where she do hair, coloring, highlights. Beautiful. They got beautiful family. Just had another baby.
Ghost said, but all relationships aren't set up for the wife to know. That's true, Ghost. It doesn't mean you need to tell her every time you're about to smash. But knowing that your husband smashes other women generically should be a known fact so that you might not come to me and go, I'm about to smash this bitch tonight. No, I don't necessarily need to know that. But have the conversation where we have an understanding that the relationship is open enough that you can go out and do that so that if I am walking on the resort and you did smash somebody and it did get back to me, it would mean nothing to me because I already know what kind of relationship we have. But don't be having these women out here exposed and you go fucking sleep with them and the wife come and poke them. Have an understanding with your significant other.
Some don't want to know. I understand what he's saying, but
no, I do too. Like I don't want to know if
I'm sure the wife don't want the husband smashing while they on a resort and on vacation together. I'm sure
you don't know that, Val. You don't know that, Val, because I've been to I've been to all kind of adult resorts. and people do smash other people's spouses, but it's an open relationship dynamic. And
Yeah.
people need to know that.
But
Like,
they look like
have,
the happy, we ain't cheating type of couple, like that happy family. They look like, they just, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Well, looks are deceiving too.
looks
So
are
whatever.
deceiving. You
Yeah,
can't go
you're
by
right.
that.
Yeah,
Can't
you're
go
right.
by
You're right. Absolutely. I agree.
So that's why people need to be transparent up front. I fucked multiple people.
True. Right. What Cynthia say? I sleep with people.
Yes. Yes. Nothing more honest than that. In our trip, somebody said, I sleep with people. I
Right.
don't like relationships, but I sleep with people. And you know what? That's
And
your
you know
business.
what? And when I'm seeing a guy, they always ask me when the last time I had sex.
Why?
I don't know why. And I'll be wanting to say, last week. Shit. The other day. What you talking about? I'll be
This
like,
morning, this
it's been about a month.
morning,
I always got to say, it's been about a month.
this morning.
Why I gotta lie? Why I gotta lie about it? But it's like, because I know I'm probably going to be judged, right? If I say, I just had sex yesterday.
Now, I
I'm
want to
gonna
know,
be,
that's a great question, Val.
I'm gonna be
Why
judged. He's gonna say,
ask people when's the last
this
time
bitch
you
at
had
home.
sex? Why is that a question? When's the
I
last
don't know
time?
why they ask me that, and I don't really like to answer it.
So what does everybody else think? What do y'all think about the question of when is the last time you had sex? That's true, y'all. Some people pretend.
Yep. But I think everybody lies about that question, honestly. I think everyone lies about that question.
Right, Hillbilly. Why do people ask that question? When's the last time you had sex?
And the other question that I just don't want to answer is, please don't ask me what my wildest fantasy is, or don't ask me that. That's too private. That's too intrusive, too invasive. I'm not going to tell you. It's just for me to know. I won't tell nobody. I won't say. It's so private, because you're going to judge me if I tell you what I desire, like my my fantasy, the one thing that's going to get me like that. Like, I'm not telling you. I can't
Why?
tell nobody. And when people ask me, I'll be like, why? I'm not telling you. Because I
maybe
know, one, it's going to hurt their feelings.
Well, maybe they ask you because they want to be a part of it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking too, it's going to hurt their feelings because they're not in it. Trust me, they're not in it. They're not in it.
Gauge of how thirsty they are. Cause my whole thing is, why the fuck do you care when the last time I fucked?
Well, maybe they want to know how soon they fucking behind somebody.
Okay,
That's the only thing I can think of, and I understand that. Mm-hmm.
You may say you single and don't have someone, but if you fucking, that means you really do. We trying to figure out how to move with you. Just because I'm fucking don't mean that he my man.
Women should never answer that question if a man asks. Yeah, I'm not going to answer it.
No.
Because I don't want to lie no more.
Asking me when I got paid. Now, I don't know. I might ask that. When you get paid, like bi-weekly?
Yeah.
It depends.
That ain't nothing really.
I might fucking ask that.
Right.
We talked about that too. Should women ask, how do men feel when women ask how much they make? See, I never ask a man how much they make, but if I know what you do, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna Google it. I am. I'm gonna Google what the average rate is for your job, where you live.
But I don't even need to know how much they make right off the back. I just want to know that they're working, that they have a job. That's all.
I do.
As long as you are surviving and you have a job, you know what I'm saying, and you're doing okay, like,
I do.
I just want to know what you do. I don't really have to know the figures. I don't care about that.
Well, only reason why I say I do is because, and this is just me, I don't think you're wrong, Val, but I do, because of my trauma and my past and taking on Build-A-Bears and them not being able to maintain in my lifestyle. See, I was offered an opportunity with my ex to move to the Bronx and live where he could afford, and I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And so I need to know that if I'm with somebody, they can live in the demographics that I live in. They can contribute to those demographics at a 70% rate. And that is going to play into how much money they make so that I know that they can sustain it. Now, they don't have to come out and say, I make 155,000 a year or something like that. But I kind of need to get an understanding as to what your lifestyle is versus mine, what you can kind of afford versus mine. Because as we're dating, I don't want to sacrifice my lifestyle that I work so hard for to go back down the ladder. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not judging. I'm not. But I'm trying to go up.
Because the relationship is more fun when both people are doing well financially and have money. The relationship be lit. Like, it's fun when both people have money, you know? So, I mean, I get it. I understand.
And I like to travel. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that. There's
go to
nothing
Italy.
wrong with that. That's just, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Your hoo-ha gets licked. Men be licking hoo-has before they fucks.
But you know, I wouldn't even ask. But see, I don't even want to ask. Oh, okay. I see what Ghost said. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what Val is saying. It's nobody's business when you last smash or how many partners you've had, setting yourself up to be judged. Because men judge women. They do.
But see, women, I don't ask a man when is the last time you slept with somebody. I really don't care. As long as it's clean.
Wait, so hillbilly.
I don't care.
That question determines if your hoo-ha gets licked. But if you don't ask the question and you lick the hoo-ha and I still
But if you lie, how you gonna know? And you still gonna lick the hoo-ha. If I lied and said, I've been single for a year, I ain't had sex in over a year, you still gonna lick it. So what? They can lie and you wouldn't even know.
Right, y'all.
So just go ahead on and lick it then. Just lick it. They can lie though. You wouldn't know.
Ghost said, how quick you jump from one dick to the other tells a lot about you. Wow, you might have two main dicks. You might not be jumping.
Did you say you might have two main dicks?
Well, yeah, because he said jumping from one dick to the other. What if you got two men that you just see? It don't mean you jumping around. You might have two dicks.
Right. I try and just have one steady. One
I
consistent.
Do too.
That's all I need.
I can't fuck with more than one dick at the same time.
One consistent, just be consistent. That's it. And it's so hard to find consistency.
It is hard to find.
And that's where the social media plays a part. And I get it. Because everybody, I feel like, is always looking for the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Like moving so fast from person to person to person, Yeah.
Okay, let me jump to Johnny's question because he's right, but I'm traumatized, Johnny. Johnny said, but money is not everything raw, and you're 1,000% correct. A person who makes less can have better money management skills as well as stock, bonds, annuities, etc. Don't disqualify him yet. That still, to me, is your money. So I'm not talking about salary making less. I'm talking about all of that, Johnny. So yes, your salary might be lower than mine, but what else you got? You got good cash management skills. You got stocks, bonds, annuities, and you can pay 70% of these bills. I'll fuck with you. But see, my ex was a good money manager, but still left me with a $1,700 electric bill. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he would have managed it eventually and I wouldn't have had to worry about it, it wasn't being managed the way I preferred it to be managed. He had great money management skills. He made sure we had money to go on vacation and shit like that. But he was struggling at the same time. And in his struggle, he became resentful of me because this is the lifestyle I'm living and he's trying to keep up with that. So yes, to me, it does have something to do with that because finances can be the demise of your relationship. And when he started having resentment, I didn't have no issue with him, but he started to have an issue with me because I'm not going to stop traveling because you can't afford to go on a trip. I'm not going to stop doing stuff because you can't afford it.
That was still bad.
Person. But some men can't handle that. I say some because I don't know a majority of men, but some men can't handle that. And that's why I need a man to be financially on his game so that he knows when he comes in, he can manage to my expectations. And I know some people be like, you're not being fair, Robin. You asking for 70%. I am being fair.
And let me say this, let me just interject on that, about you saying, you're still going to travel, that person can't or whatever. I think one of the reasons that's a part of my peace of mind too. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I like being just free and single, because I want to just be free to go wherever I want to go and do what I want to do. And if that person can't go, if I was in a relationship with them, that would eat at me. Like, I would feel bad going by myself without them. So that plays a big part of me being single and wanting to stay a single person as a unit. You understand what I mean? Because I don't want that worry or anything you understand? I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? To come into my space, into my peace. If I want to go to a concert by myself, I want to be able to go. If I want to go to that concert by myself and I have to pay $700 for one ticket, I want to be able to go. And then I would feel bad if my significant other couldn't afford it or couldn't do it. So this is why I like to stay single, because I know the things that I want to do. I deserve it. I worked hard. I've been through a lot, gone through a lot of pain with surgeries. I want to live my life. I just want to live. And I don't want to have that worration or stress or guilt having another person in my life if they can't do the things where I'm at right now and things that I want to do right now for me. Mm-hmm. This is called living for me. So that's why I stay single. That is really why.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the sex I can get from anywhere, but all that comes with the relationship, and this is why I just choose to remain single. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Smokey said yes, but what about his expectations? Remember, a relationship is just not about you. 1000% facts. He should come in with his expectations too, right? He should put his expectations on the board. And if she is not meeting his expectations, the same shit applies. You might not have the same expectations I have. You might have different expectations, but if I am not meeting your expectations, you should absolutely move the fuck on. Both ways.
Right. But even coming into a relationship, see, this is why I feel like right from the beginning, it should, if you come into that relationship and let's say it's about finances, right? And you're right here in your life and in your career and gone through things, and this person is coming in and you could tell they're just not where you are. We just have to be honest, like, it's not going to work. They're just not where I'm at. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind meeting people where they are, and I could still just maintain a positive friendship or still a healthy relationship. You understand what I mean? I meet them where they are, but I know that it's not going to work. You understand what I mean? Just being honest from the door.
And
you
y'all
can look at a person and tell they're not really ready, like where you are.
Exactly.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Y'all said I dated a guy that couldn't travel with me on 2 trips. I didn't feel bad one bit. He started working a second job so he can accommodate me in the future. And I don't disagree with that. I think that's beautiful. I'm not talking about, that's a man with drive. He's working to get there. And I respect that. But my ex, when I used to travel, the resentment is what got me. Because when I used to come back and be like, oh my God, we went on this trip, I spent so much money, I have to recoup. He'd be like, because you stupid. And I'd be like, hold up, why am I stupid? I don't know why you keep paying for all these trips. And this particular trip was with my mama and my brother. He had just come home from jail some months before. And I'm like, how fucking dare you call me stupid for renting a cabin to be together with my family and my brother who just came home from jail? To me, that was harsh, and that was disrespectful, and it was hard to hear. All right. And I never forgave him for that, because I was like, what the fuck? You called me stupid because you couldn't fucking afford it. Because if you were there, you wouldn't have called me stupid.
He probably was just jealous because he couldn't go, because he couldn't afford it.
Exactly. That's the resentment I'm talking about. And that's the kind of thing I don't want. Now, if you can't go and you sit your ass down and we still good with it, I'm okay. But don't make me feel some type of way because I'm traveling. Like, I don't like them low blow. Oh, I see you going to Italy, or I see you going here. You act like I don't like them comments. Shut the fuck up.
Neither. This is why I don't want to be bothered.
Shut the fuck up.
Neither. I don't want none of that. I don't want any of that.
Shut the fuck up. I am here supporting you. giving you the inspiration to do better. This is what I'm doing. But if you calling me stupid and you button up against what I'm doing, then you toxic and you gotta go. Now, if you a man that said, listen, babe, I gotta work, I can't afford to go, I'ma just chill, but you support me on the background and you're not making it a big deal, then I'ma fuck with you. I'ma rock with you because you're letting me do what I do without feeling some type of way about it. But again, I have trust issues now. So I don't know if I would give another man a chance. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm working through with therapy. I don't know if I would give another man a chance to promise me that he's going to be okay with that. And then I end up with the shit I had last time. That's all I'm saying.
It makes sense.
You know, I have trust issues. I don't know if a man could come into my life at this point and be like, I ain't got shit. I'll be like, I'm too old to be inspiring you. At that point, at this big ass age, you should
Right.
come.
You haven't gotten it by now. Right.
But I'm 57. How much more fucking inspiration do you fucking need? We almost out of this bitch. Nuh-uh.
You're going to get it at the end.
Be fucking inspired.
Oh my goodness. Right. That's why I said, if you hear and they hear, then, don't even waste your time, right?
Ansel, you're probably right. That's unfair to someone else's future with both of you. That's true. But this is age. I'm going by age. So if I'm in my 20s, I'm going to fuck with you. I'm going to rock with you. We're going to build together. If I'm in my 30s, I'm going to do that too. But 57, I don't know if I got 20 years of building you. So it really depends on where you are in your life.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It really depends on where you are in your life. And it depends at the level of security that man and that woman has to be in a relationship like that. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you come in, and I'm not saying your money got to be mine, but if you come in working and grinding and putting your best foot forward and not trying to make me feel less than because you can't, then that's a different story. But don't make me feel less than because you chose your job. You chose your career. You did what you did in your life, and you might have some felonies that's blocking your blessings. Don't make that my problem. You got little kids at 50 years old that you still pay child support for. Why you mad at me?
Right. Everybody want to impose their problems on somebody else. We got to stop doing that.
Y'all, you know what? You make a good point. You never know until you try again. What type of proof do you need before committing that he can handle those financial demands? Okay, that's a great question. I'm going to answer this question. Have your own place. Let me see that you can manage your bills and your lifestyle by yourself. I want to know what it feels like when you don't think you can make your rent and all you got is you to make that rent. How do you handle that pressure without knowing that there's somebody else in the household, like your mama, your auntie, your brother, that's going to come in and compensate for you? See, for me, I live by myself. Any man that gets with me can see I am managing my household. I am showing you I'm a good woman. I am cooking. I am cleaning. I host. I am showing you that I am maintaining myself without somebody else taking care of me. I'm showing you that I can take care of you too. Right? And so when a man comes into me, I can't tell if you could take care of me if you're not taking care of yourself. If you are not independently moving, if you're not dealing with your life independently, I can't tell that you are taking care of yourself. So you're asking me to take a leap of faith and jump off the cliff, take you out your living situation, be with you without knowing if you can manage living by yourself. Show me. That's my thing. Show me. That is what I need. Okay, because all of my experiences, my circle fuck ex-co I took from his mama house. My first husband I took from his mama house. Okay. The last one I took, and he was almost at eviction court for his apartment. You understand what I'm saying? And so all three of these fucking men, I don't count my baby daddy. I've only had 4 deep relationships. My baby daddy don't count because we were young and he was a crackhead. So for me, I have never had an experience, never, ever, ever had an experience where I met a man who graduated college. I met a man who got his own place. I met a man who's navigating life independently of somebody else being able to cover for him. So I've had all those other experiences. I want the experience of the independent man. So that I know I could see that you can manage your own life. Because most of the time I'm not asking you to manage my life, but I want to make sure I don't have to manage your life and my life. That's what I want to see. Now, I hope that's the answer.
That's a good answer. I dig it. I understand.
And you right, Smokey. And I got 2 side hustles. And that's another thing. A man that comes into my life with one job and complains that he don't have no money, there's other jobs to fuck outside. Don't come in here sleeping and there's other jobs outside and you can't pay your rent. When you see your woman is hustling 2 other side gigs, building a brand, and you sleeping, talking about you can't afford your bills, go fucking sweep the floor in Home Depot. That is somebody I might give a chance. I'm not talking about the kind of job they got. I'm talking about their drive, their ability to want more, be better. Understand what it takes to take care of a fucking home. Y'all said the last one who cheated had a room at his cousin's. That should have been a red flag, but I was trying to do something different. See what happened when we fucking try to do something different? Because he had a room in his cousin's house. What happened if he couldn't pay his bills? He'd be like, oh, cousin, I'll get you next week. I need to see how you manage that by yourself when there's nobody else covering you. Because ain't nobody covering me. So when a man comes into my life, they know, oh, she can hold it. I could depend on her. If I need her to be in a leadership role because I fell on my knees, she could do it. And I want to be able to say the same thing about my man. If I fell on my knees, I know he could do it. That doesn't mean that he can continue his lifestyle, but you can help keep mine afloat too for a period of time.
So I have something. Did y'all see the video on social media where the girl, I think it was just her boyfriend, they had been together for like 8 years. I can't remember how many years. So he also helped her build a business. He had invested like 30K into her. And I guess he had lost his job. And he asked her if she could pay his mortgage for like 2 months or something. And she said no.
She did?
She said no, she wouldn't help him. And he broke up with her. He left her. He broke up with her. So that was the whole big thing. Like, you know, with the video, they were like, was he right for leaving her? You know, should she have helped him? He never asked for anything throughout their whole relationship. He always, you know, took good care of her, gave her money, bought her stuff, did everything.
Now I might have paid his mortgage. I might have paid 2 months of his mortgage, being that he is working on something that could benefit the both of us in the future. But we would have to, if I'm not his wife, we would have to put a promissory note in place that says that I paid 2 months of his mortgage and come up with a payment plan to pay me back. But because this is what helping each other and supporting each other. If he's building something, starting a business, and he's investing in something, and he needs a little financial help as his woman, that's where we step into the room, I think. Right? But if they're not married, that's funny, because if she helps him and he has his business and he gets off the ground and he doesn't pay her back, what happens?
Well, she has a business. She's the one with the business. Like he poured into her throughout the years of their relationship.
Oh, okay, he helped her with her business.
As all these years came about, yeah, he paid a lot of money into her, helped her get on her feet, make good money, start a business right. Never asked her for anything, still took her on vacation, spent money on her, bought her gifts. A good man, like, you know, a good guy to her. And he fell on hard times only because he lost his job. He couldn't pay the mortgage, but he was going to get another job. He's like a businessman, you know, and he went to his woman and asked her for help. And she said no. And she said, am I wrong, y'all? Even though he's never asked me for anything throughout the whole relationship, through all their years being together, I'd have paid it. I'd have paid it, and you wouldn't even have to pay me back. I'd have
Yeah.
paid it. I'd have paid it. This man has never asked you for anything.
I think I'd have paid it too.
Yeah.
So, Smokey, you said you a jack of all trades. Okay. So that would mean you would go out and work multiple jobs to make sure that your household was covered instead of complaining that your woman could do this and do that and go here and go there and you can't go. Well, what you going to do about it? Oh, shit. I keep messing up my password.
Y'all, that question I would have helped, but I probably wouldn't see him the same, especially if he ain't my husband. But now, let's flip that. I wonder, do men not see us the same when we ask for money, and they help us? I wouldn't have looked at him any different because you could tell like the man was, a professional, a go-getter, well established, just one of those things. But I wouldn't look at him any different. No, I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't. I understand people fall on hard times, and I know he probably is the kind of man that probably would get it back, and some, and he'll bounce right back up once he get another job. So I just would have looked out and helped my man at that time, That's that. I gotta work today too, y'all.
I know. My boss is here now. I got all these damn messages that I don't want to fucking deal with.
Put wings in the air fryer.
They said they missed me.
Aww.
Probably because they need me to do something.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's because I missed the C-level meeting yesterday. Thank God. She probably shouldn't have helped, but hey, he dodged a bullet. I would have helped, but I probably wouldn't see them the same, especially if he ain't my husband. Why? He helped build her business. He poured into her financially. Why, when he needed her, she couldn't turn around and help him? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, I wish a man. I keep saying I manage Coffee with Friends out of my salary, out of my work salary. I don't take business loans. I don't take nothing. Okay. I wish a man came into my life and said, I'm going to invest $30,000 in your business. Motherfucker, right. You invest $30,000 in my business, and then a year or two later, you need me to help you pay 2 months of your mortgage. I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to do it. If I have it, I'm going to do it. Because you know what? He blessed me. Yep. And so how do I not turn around and give him that blessing?
Yeah.
I would have did it.
And she was upset that he broke up with her. She was like, am I wrong? And everybody was like, you wrong.
She was, in my opinion, she was wrong, because how do you accept help from someone else that you're not willing to help?
Wow. I don't know. That's a good question.
Thank you, Shirley. Stop fucking convincing me that I should give motherfuckers a chance that can't pay 70% of my bills. Stop convincing me of that, because it depends on what stage of your life you are in. I'm about to retire 8 more years. I can't. I don't have time. I need men with 401k plans. I need men with pension plans. I need men that's counting the years down for retirement. I need to start talking about where my retirement house is going to be, what we're going to do life after work. I don't want to be building nobody at this age.
You're right. I agree. Neither.
And people might say I'm wrong for that, and I don't care. I will live in that wrong, fucked up space. But at 57, I'll be
Yeah,
fucking damned if I'm going to build anybody at this point. Now, I'm not
because we
judging.
done gone through so much to get here where we at, and went through the struggles and did everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You know, and so some people don't understand my position when it comes to that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want what
Mm-hmm.
I want at this point in my life. I do. Because I have given so much. I need that person to be as given as me.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Chalk. I agree with you. He was right for leaving her. She doesn't have his back because relationships are give and take.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fucking take, and never give back. And I'm not talking about sex. Know who you're in a relationship with. Know who your friends are. Okay. I got to wind
Mm-hmm.
down. It's 11:30, but today's read, March is the month of awareness. And today's read talked about open my heart and be aware that I may not always see exactly what I am seeing. Right? So many of us walk around with I could have, I wish I did, I coulda, woulda, shouldas, right? Instead, we should be saying, based on this, we should be saying, ain't no stopping us now. You know, ain't no stopping us now, is what we should be saying, period. Don't let nobody turn you around, right? Don't put that self-doubt in you that says, oh, if I would have did things this way, or I would if I could have. Baby, I'm the biggest would have, could have, right? But when we do that, that brings in a negative space. We still can. We still can do, right? Don't worry about what happened in the past because I truly believe that everything that has happened in my past is what brought me to where I'm supposed to be. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna move forward with ain't no stopping me now, and I'm just gonna keep going through that. Now that doesn't mean I'm
Right.
not going through trials and tribulations, but I'm gonna keep pushing, right? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And so today was question and opinion day. All right. Have a good day, Smokey. It's question and opinion day, and we threw out some really good questions. Let's never forget who we are
Mm-hmm.
individually, right? Keep pushing through all those trials and tribulations, right? And don't settle for less. I don't give a fuck what society tell you. Figure out what it is you need for yourself, because what I need and what Val need could be two different things, right? And so figure out what you need. Stop navigating your relationships based on somebody the fuck else relationship, based on what you see on social media, right? Navigate your relationships based on what you need, based on what you want. And I don't give a fuck if a population of people don't like it. They ain't sleeping in the house with you. They are not big little spooning with you. They are not there paying your bills. They are not there going through your daily trials and tribulations. These people only come around to tell you you stupid and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. Live your life according to what makes you fucking happy.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl Lee said, yes, the word of the day, affirmations are a wonderful tool to use. And they are. Use them. All
Mm-hmm.
right? Use them. How you feel about yourself will show up in those you choose to be around you. I'm talking about friends, and friends, relationships, everything. Even friends, I will judge you if your friends are raggedy. If your friends are fucking raggedy and that's what you hang around with, I'm gonna be like, are you a little raggedy? I'm not talking about loud friends or friends that cuss. I'm talking about friends that still jumping in stores, robbing places, and smoking all kind of weird ass drugs and being stuck. Friends that don't work, that ain't got shit, living with their mamas and shit like that. What are they doing? Like a few of you said on here, if you the smartest person in the room, you in the wrong circle.
Yes, I believe that.
If you are the smartest person in the room, get the fuck out, run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't want to be.
And with that, y'all, this is Coffee with Friends, and I'm raw to the bone. I got to go to fucking work. I don't know. My boss got a one-on-one meeting on the calendar. He probably gonna say, "Bitch, sit your ass down. Don't take no more damn vacations." Too late. I'm going out of here in June. I'm going out of here in May. I'm going out of here in August. I'm going out of here in November.
Every month, I'm going out of here, y'all. Every month, we out of here.
He probably gonna be like, we got unlimited time, B. We got unlimited time. Don't even play yourself.
Lucky you.
Okay. And so I can't wait to see what he gonna say to me. He already told me I need to have additional training sessions for his peers and the developers because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, grown ass people. So I have work to do, but I do appreciate you guys. And listen, the weekend in Houston, oh my God, Debbie, you are
We
the
had a
best.
ball.
Thank you, Debbie, for allowing
Yes.
me to bring folks in your house. This is your personal house where you stay. When I got back, the first question I was asked was, did y'all rent a house? I was like, nope, this was Debbie's house. They were like, what? I said, uh-huh. She opened up her house for a whole bunch of strangers. Well, I mean, we're not strangers, but we are kind of like we know each other through Coffee with Friends, but to open up your personal space and let us sleep in there is beautiful. And let me tell you something. There is, October, Italy. Right. October, Italy, Rome. Right. Debbie won't let me forget that shit.
Oh
Because
no, she ain't gonna let you forget that.
we got to pay for that shit this week. We got to lock that down this week. All right. She's not going to let me forget that. And I'm not going to forget that. And you know what? Even though I'm hesitant and I'm scared to go to Italy, I appreciate Debbie. Oh my God. Because if it's not for her, I would never make it for several reasons. One, I'll be like, who the fuck spends $6,000 on a vacation? Number two, who the fuck flies 18 hours? Right? So all of that be stressing me, but in my mind, these are places that I want to go and I want to experience. And when you have people in your life that be like, this is what we doing. We gonna figure it out. It puts that battery in your back and you be like, you know what? I can finally do this shit. I got somebody putting a battery in my back to make it happen. Cause baby, I could blow $6,000 just sneezing and farting over a couple of months talking about where the fuck the money went. Clothes, bars, whatever, Uber rides, all this little shit eventually adds up. So if I sit myself still and stop Uber riding to the city and hanging out in the village and buying drinks and coming out with a couple of $100 bill on drinks, I could go to Italy. So I thank you for that, Deb. I thank you for inspiring me. I thank you for accepting Coffee with Friends as a family to come into that house. And a lot of y'all I just met. Smokey made the shirts for us. Those shirts came out good. Val Wallace stepped into the room because we didn't know how the fuck we were gonna wear these shirts. They were all a fucking extra large, and we looking at each other like, wait, this shirt right here is a medium. What we doing? It's a medium.
I see
So
it.
you know, right? And the green t-shirt I had on yesterday to come home, that's a small. That's how I like my t-shirts. But Valerie stepped into the room and she said, fuck that. We gonna rock these t-shirts. And she cut them shits up.
And we did.
Fashion.
We did. We rocked it. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you. The shirts were a
Right?
hit. I said they was
Yeah,
a hit. They was a
they
hit.
were. Yes, they were a hit.
Everybody looks so cute in their shirts.
Yep. Oh, I knew you were gonna go to JFK, Deb. Fuck. JFK always got cheaper tickets than Newark. I was gonna say that yesterday, but getting to JFK is like a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna have to barter us a ride. To get to JFK. I'm gonna have to put that request in early because you know my rides they work a lot. They work a lot. They work a lot. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get us a ride to JFK that day because JFK is annoying and I don't want to Uber there because it's gonna be $100 and something. Okay. So with that, I leave it to Deb to find the airplane tickets. For me, I'm going to start locking down and paying for this trip because you know what? I think I could pull it off. I know I can. I'm just scared, y'all.
You can do it.
I know. If it wasn't for this
You can
fucking
do it. It's worth it. You can do it.
I know I can't.
And you know, hey, let that be the first one of many more to come because we gonna go to Switzerland, right? 1 year.
That's on our bucket list.
Yeah,
Again,
so
Deb,
we gotta, you gotta start practicing dropping it for the big trips because we Coffee with Friends will be doing big trips and bigger trips. You
yeah.
know,
Yep.
So just
Yep.
so
And
now
I
you
want
got
to
to
make
just.
an announcement, y'all. Like I know Friendsmas, we moved Friendsmas to 2025, and originally we were going to do
Mhm.
Florida, but we changed the location. Go shut up. We're going to go to Utah for Friendsmas 2025, right? I've been to
Okay.
Florida 1,000 times. I always
Yeah.
go to Florida, right? We want to go places that are different, right? And
Mhm.
because we do Friendsgiving in Galveston, which is warm, we're gonna do Christmas in Utah. So Debbie is looking into the house for Utah. It's a house that they stayed
That's
at
gonna be
before.
nice.
And I'm hoping that they put up a Christmas tree and everything, like a big Christmas tree in front of the window, so that, we
Mhm.
have a whole Christmas feel. And already I'm thinking the theme for that will be PJs, right? Christmas pajamas. We'll do Christmas pajamas. All right. Take pictures around the Christmas tree. That'll be our Friendsmas picture. I can't wait.
And I want to roast marshmallows in Utah. I want to roast marshmallows. We got to
Okay.
have like a bonfire. So Debbie, make sure the house we can have like a little bonfire so we could sit around, have like that whole theme at night around the bonfire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have a good time, right? And most of the time when we're in the house, we wind up not really going anywhere. We wind up hanging out at the house.
You got the house already. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's a
Deb,
house.
you be on it. Deb be on it, y'all. Deb is on it.
Yeah, because that's the house
Thank
she
you.
stayed at before. So she's gonna rent the
Mhm.
same house. And she said it's a
Nice.
big, beautiful house. And so listen, y'all. But for Friendsmas 2025, I'm gonna be doing the payments differently because some of y'all are acting the fuck up. And it's March 13th. Y'all got 2 more the fuck weeks to pay for this house in Galveston. I'm so sick of
I know
black.
I'm on last minute. Oh God.
No, you and Aquanda, I know are gonna pay, but I got some newbies on there that never traveled with us before, and I'm a little nervous that they're gonna fucking stick me with this house. And I'm so annoyed. So because I'm learning my lesson with the Friendsgiving, the Friendsmas house, full payment up front by a certain date. If I don't get full payment, your name don't go on the flyer. It don't. Don't even send me half a payment. Don't send me shit because I'm not no administrative person that wants to be bothered with you owe what balance. If we are asking for $500 for the house per person, give me your $500. Right? We're gonna give you time to give us that. If you don't give it to us by, so you can save your $250 at a time. Pay yourself in increments. Don't pay me.
Mm-hmm.
Pay yourself in
Mm-hmm.
increments, and then send me your money. That's it. And that's all. I'm not taking partial payment no more. Y'all not fucking sticking me with no house. I done told y'all I keep this platform afloat based on my paycheck, which also pays my rent. Okay, so when y'all don't pay for these houses, y'all are dipping into my rent money and my other traveling monies. Okay, so I'm just putting this out there. So I cannot no longer take deposits on houses. Y'all pay full or you don't fucking go. And I'm sorry with love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now unfortunately, the ones that did pay in full, I'm sorry. And maybe those will get a courtesy because they pay. But the new, mm, I'm not doing it. Okay. And so that's my announcement. So any trip going forward outside of the end of summer soiree, if we're renting houses and shit, your money's going to be due up front. I'm sorry. Okay. Because March 13th, I shouldn't be on here constantly sending messages and motherfuckers that, is not responding. Yes, Ghost responded, Val responded, Aquanda responded, because those are my regulars. I'm talking about the other ones.
All right. I'm
All right.
leaving. Bye, y'all. I'm leaving. I'm going off live.
Thank you, Val, for co-hosting today. But with that, I had to give, that little tidbit of information. Pay your shit. All right. Y'all know exactly who the fuck owes for this house. Y'all know. Okay. And for those that decided to not go, still pay, because I reserved the house based on the amount of people that committed to go into the house. So I'm sorry if you cannot make it, but you should still be sending your money along because we accommodated you based on the fact that you said you were going. We actually moved the house from a smaller house to a bigger house to accommodate the extra people that said they were going. This house cost me $3,800. Okay? $1,798 of that was paid. I have to pay the rest. It's about $670 y'all that still owe. Pay up. Because if y'all don't, I got to pay it. And that's not going to be pretty. Just saying. Don't do me like that. This is what I'm saying. Don't do me like that. All right. And with that, y'all, I say always move in peace and love. I will be back tomorrow morning and every day from now on. I am going to be sending out messages in the IG box to pay your friends giving fee. Period. All right. But with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with some cool vibes because no matter how low,
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hey.
I never answered a no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm raw to D-Bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Always move with peace and love. But in the meantime, get this message on the way out. Hustle hard. Hey, I'll be making moves. I've been doing shit my way on the highway.
And in the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I'm down through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Hey, but I just slide right by that energy. What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
What?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no man, I still go. And I don't. And I don't need a man that needs me to answer to him like that. Because you know, I'm raw. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Hey.